Hello, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Same Page with Prudence. So today we're looking at a particular aspect of the series, God's standard for marriage, and in this video we'll be looking at this particular standard of leave to cleave. So enjoy. Now, if we look at the book of Genesis 2:24, the Bible says this is the reason, or this is why, whichever version you are using. So we say, for this reason or for this cause, shall the man leave his father and his mother and cleave to his wife, and they shall become one flesh. This is what the Bible says. This is one of the standard for marriage. Now, who should we leave, and then who should we cleave to? We are to leave our father, mother, friends, and all, and cleave to our spouse. Okay, now this leaving to cleave is quite easy for the ladies, because naturally it's the woman that when you marry her, she leaves her father's house and moves into the man's house. She becomes a part of the man's family. She's the one that changes her surname and everything. So somehow it's kind of easy for the ladies to leave, to cleave. But this seems to be a very difficult thing for most men. They don't want to leave and then they want to cleave. I don't know how possible this is, because this inability to leave before cleaving is the reason why you hear some men saying that they will marry their wife and then take them to live in a family house. It's one of the reasons. See, in most cases where these things happen, it always backfire. That's the simple truth. The Bible says leave. Now, when we say leave, we are not saying the Bible is not saying abandon your father and your mother, discard your friends and your relatives. What it means is that as you are going to start your new home, you have to leave your whatever you have been doing with your family before. Like you have to build this your new home with your spouse, without interference from your family and friends. You and your spouse are to decide how your home will be henceforth. Because it is no longer news that family members now interfere in marriages. I've done a video on palava. Maybe I'll leave a link to that video so you can also check it out. Yeah, I heard a story of a man that whatever he wants to do in his house, he must take permission from his mother. Okay, if him and the wife agree that, we want to get a washing machine, we have to call the mother first. So if the mother said, no, don't buy a washing machine for your wife, the man will not buy. This kind of man has not lived, and he wants to cleave. I don't know why he's going to cleave. This thing must cause problem. Ladies, see, once a man tells you that I don't want to leave my father's house, my family house, because there is room there for me, let's marry and go and stay there, please run away. That kind of man is not matured enough to take you out of your father's house in the name of marriage. Some churches, I think Winners Chapel and maybe MFM or so, I think during the counseling before the wedding, they will even ask the man to produce his receipt of house rent. Yeah, they want to be sure that this man is not living in a family house. I actually like that. Yeah, I do. I wish all churches should actually key into that. Before you wed anybody in marriage, you should be sure that they are not going to be living in a family house, because this thing has caused many problems. I know some people will say that, but my family don't have an issue now. My wife and my parents are in good terms. See, they are in good terms because they are not staying together. Once they start living together, you are exposing the weakness of your family to your spouse, and you are exposing the weakness of your spouse to your family. You see, this little distance between them is what breeds that love and respect you are saying. When you pack everybody together, you are looking for trouble. I don't even encourage newly wedded couple to live close to their parents. Yeah, rent a house far from where your parents are staying. Before they visit, there should be distance, so that the new couple can actually build their home. They can actually start their life together. They can get to understand themselves and just make rules and regulations that will benefit them, not depending on what the father say or what the family members are saying. This live to cleave is a very vital standard of God for marriage. If you are not ready, you know, you also have to live emotionally. I have seen cases where a man will be returning from work and then he goes to his mother's house to eat first before coming home. This man knows that the mother has prepared food. The wife has prepared food, sorry to say. The man knows that the wife will cook dinner, but he will still go and eat in his mother's house. And when he gets home, he will tell the wife, I'm eating in my mother's house, so you can keep your food. Tell me, that kind of man, has he lived? Has he left? Has he lived? I don't know which one. He has not lived before cleaving. Sometimes a man will be asking, the front seat of my car, who should sit there? Is it my wife or my mother? Sometimes when I hear this kind of questions, I just laugh because I don't understand how you can be asked that kind of question. Everybody knows that when the man is driving, the wife sits in front. So when the man starts asking such questions, it means that man does not know what he's not even supposed to marry in the first place. He's not supposed to marry. Sure, you want to marry your father's wife? See, this standard for marriage is not something we should take lightly. It is something we should take very seriously. I know a woman that always, newlywed lady, once the husband leaves for work, she goes to her parents because the parents does not live far from her. She goes to her parents' house every blessed day to go and do what? I don't know. Tomorrow now they will start asking her what's happening in your marriage, and she start talking, and before you know it, third party interference and so many things begin to go wrong. The couple should always live far away from family members. Yes, living in the same street with your parents, I don't even encourage it because you won't settle down and build your home. You start running home anytime there's a problem. You start running home to go and report, and at the end, you cause problem for yourself. So you see, let's just stick to what the Bible says. Live before you cleave. We are not saying abandon your family. Please. That's not what the Bible is saying. We're not saying don't do what you used to do for your family before or abandon them because you want to marry. We are saying set boundaries. Understand that change has... See, if you are not ready for change, it's better you don't marry. Because marriage will change many things about you. It will change many things about how you used to live your life. So, let me know what you think about all I've said. And share this video. And if you enjoy it, give it a thumbs up. And look forward to the next video.